the second annual NBK draft party in Atlantic City. There'll be a live podcast, live DJ, live video shoot. $40 for a VIP ticket, $30 for draft night only. Get your tickets now. Knicks family, what's poppin'? It's your boy. There's a link in the description of this video where you can make your purchase and get all of the details for the draft party in Atlantic City on June 23rd and 24th. You have until about June 20th to make your purchase, so make it soon. If you have any questions, you can hit me up on my email or leave it in the comment section. Now, let's get to the video. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to break down draft prospects, but we're not going to look at strengths and weaknesses. Instead, we're going to look at how those potential prospects would impact the New York Knicks. And we're going to begin with Dyson Daniels and his defense. Yes, we'll get into his facilitation skills, his offense, including transition offense and other videos. But today, this video is about defense, ladies and gentlemen, because while the New York Knicks finished the season with the 11th best defense in the league, they still had plenty of holes in the defense. And this young man, if drafted by the New York Knicks, could fill those holes. So let's start breaking it down. Let's look at some areas that the Knicks really needed help. And we'll begin with the point of attack, defending opposing point guards. Defending the point of attack was a sore spot for the Knicks all season long. And for a short period of time, Kemba Walker was the culprit. Tom Thibodeau tried to go with Alec Burks so we can have more size. For the most part, ladies and gentlemen, it did not work. At 6'7", 195 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Dyson Daniels has the size that Tom Thibodeau was looking for. And he also has the defensive skill set. He's got a good knack for the game on the defensive side of the ball. He just seems to understand defense. He's got good footwork. He can get low. And he's able to communicate. Take a look at what I'm talking about. In this clip, he's able to shade this man to the side using good footwork, fight over a screen, and then use his length to get a deflection. Once again, he shades his man to the side, and then he's able to get low and use his length against smaller opponents. Again, he's able to stay low on a smaller opponent and then use his size, as you'll see right here, to force a bad pass. He's just a good on-ball defender that understands defense. You'll see here, from the corner, forces his man into the teeth of the defense, and he's stuck. Now, I'm not a fan of his floor positioning in this particular clip. You see his opponent is behind him, leaving the opportunity for a backdoor cut. We see that a lot from RJ. Nonetheless, he fights over the screen and forces his man to a bad shot. Ladies and gentlemen, I was not taking a shot at RJ Barrett. I was just pointing out that he makes that same mistake, and we don't want to have another guy that's making that same mistake. We want to fix that mistake. That's all that I was saying, okay? But the point of attack, this young man provides exactly what the Knicks need. He has length at that point of attack. He can use his feet. He switches his hips. He can get low on smaller defenders and then use his length to disrupt their passing ability or their passing lanes or their passing vision. Not only is he a good on-ball defender and a good defender at the point of attack, ladies and gentlemen, he can also play off the ball. He has good court vision and good court sense off the ball. Check this out. He seems to be able to understand where the ball is, how the defense is shifting, and where his man is. You just seen him close out and then force a bad shot. In this next clip, you see him identify his man in the corner, and then when it slows down, he's going to point to the switch. But he's also able to see the ball getting passed under the basket. He can test the shot, and now they're off to the races. You'll see that he recognizes his opponent driving the ball, and he's going to anticipate the kick while identifying his man in the corner. And then when the kick happens, he closes out to his man to cut off the extra pass, and then he rotates back under the basket to help defend the shot. Weak side defense, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks struggled with it all season long. From Julius Randle to Evan Fournier to R.J. Barrett and Obi Toppin. They struggled. But having a guy like Dyson Daniels, just one guy that understands the concepts and can communicate those concepts on the floor means a lot. It is tremendous to a basketball team. And I'm not saying that he fixes everything, because everyone has to play their role and do their part. But when you have one guy that can do it, and then two guys and three guys, it becomes infectious. And I'm not saying he's the only guy in the draft that can do it, but he's the guy that we're looking at right now. And it's one of the reasons that he would really, really fit with this basketball team. Let's talk about the screen and roll, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks struggle with it. The season before last season, Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks demolished the Knicks in the screen and roll. But this young man is a good defender in the screen and roll. He knows how to use his size to his advantage, and his ability to play help side defense aids that screen and roll defense, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look. Daniels has shown the ability to defend the ball handler as well as the screener in pick and roll situations. His length, size, and aggressiveness allows him to disrupt the pass to the roller. His ability to play off ball in help side situations also helps to shut down screen and roll actions. As you see, he gets the steal there, and he's off to the races. And we've seen a few teams get off to the races against the New York Knicks. Their transition defense, there were times when it was okay, but there were many times when it was not okay. For example, check it out. Randle with one of his turnovers, sparking a Pacers fast break. And I'm going to stop it right here, ladies and gentlemen, because you'll notice that nobody picks up the basketball while everyone is looking at the basketball. And Caris LeVert runs right past Evan Fournier behind R.J. Barrett on his way to the basket. And I'm going to stop it here because you'll see three people around the basketball. LeVert wide open under the basket. And there's an easy dunk, ladies and gentlemen. The New York Knicks were not very good in transition defense. But Dyson Daniels, folks, that's one of his strong points. He made it a habit with the G League Ignite of turning something negative into something positive, especially when his team was outnumbered. Did a very good job of disrupting fast breaks throughout the season. And ladies and gentlemen, this kid has a knack of getting his hands in the passing lanes. He uses his length and his size and his relentless hand activity. He's got active hands to create fast break opportunities and easy buckets for his team, something the Knicks need desperately. Dyson Daniels, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm the New York Knicks and I can draft this young man, I'm doing it. I think he fits what they want to do defensively to a T. Tom Thibodeau likes to have length at the point of attack. He can provide that. Tom Thibodeau likes to have guards that can switch defensively. He can guard 1 through 3 and maybe 4, depending on who you're playing. He plays good transition defense. Tom Thibodeau loses it when the Knicks play terrible transition defense. He knows how to defend in the screen and roll. The Knicks have trouble defending the screen and roll. And he's good off the ball, ladies and gentlemen. I think he fits what the Knicks want to do defensively very, very well. Offensively, he's a facilitator. He's not a scorer right now, but he's a facilitator. He's got good court vision. We're going to break down his facilitation skills in another video, ladies and gentlemen, so pay attention to that. Anyway, we got a lot of breakdowns like this coming up, so make sure you stay in tune because we're doing it leading up to the NBK draft party, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you have your tickets. There's a link in the description of the video. A link just popped across your screen. So make sure you click on it. Anyway, Leave your comments. I want to know what you think. I'm out.
This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When Sim passed the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock, who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place to tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sub like a player that came off the bench.